There are Disney actors that grow up and appear completely different years later. You might notice one of these actors or actresses guest starring in your favorite TV series or program, or might not even recognize them from their childhood days. Some have even left the industry and have since become unrecognizable. Here is a shocking list of unrecognizable Disney stars as compiled by Riveted. Hey, we also give away $100 Amazon gift cards, and all you have to do is answer the question in this video. Allison Stoner. As a child actor, Allison Stoner had roles both in television and film, including playing Channing Tatum's baby foster sister in the first Step Up movie. Stoner was also a Disney staple with roles on The Sweet Life of Zack and Cody and Phineas and Ferb. The latter was merely a voice role, so it would be hard to judge how her appearance evolved over her time on that show. However, the way most people would know her is that young, crazy, talented dancer who appeared in countless Missy Elliott music videos in her preteen years. Nowadays, Stoner is still working in the entertainment industry, continuing to act in various roles. And of course, her dance skills are completely insane. Just check out the tribute to Missy Elliott she made. Ross Lynch. Harry Potter himself may have starred in a movie about a farting corpse, but one would be hard-pressed to find a transformation more shocking than Ross Lynch's. The actor went from Disney sweetheart in the hit show Austin and Ally to notorious serial Jeffrey Dahmer in My Friend Dahmer. In an interview with GQ, he admitted that he had not sorted out his goals well. However, while working with Disney, he always wanted to do something independent, maybe a little darker. But that does not mean his Disney character Austin Moon is completely behind him. When questioned by GQ about whether he'd revisit his most famous TV role, Lynch suggested that maybe he would, but it's no guarantee. Shia LaBeouf. Poor Shia LaBeouf is arguably most famous nowadays for putting a bag on his head and proclaiming he was no longer famous. He started his career when he was a little kid, but LaBeouf's breakout role came with the Disney hit Even Stevens. On why he first got into show business, he told Parade back in 2009 that his reasons were purely financial. He just knew that money was a solution to whatever was going on in his household, so he went after the job that he thought made the most money for a 10 or an 11-year-old boy. As his looks changed, so did his character and personality. These days, he is a little bit more careful with his words, admitting to an Esquire interviewer that he'd practiced their chat with his then therapist. In that career-spanning discussion, LaBeouf stated emphatically that his public outbursts are failures, and he had to take ownership of his actions. He said he is learning from his mistakes and cleaning his side of the street. Lindsay Lohan. Lindsay Lohan came into the acting scene playing twins in the remake of The Parent Trap. She also starred in The Freaky Friday and Mean Girls. During her early days, she was a bona fide child star. However, the Disney star could not resist the temptations of Tinseltown, which made her spend time in and out of rehab, jail, and psychotherapy. Lindsay has grown up before our eyes, from an adorably talented 12-year-old to a fully matured 33-year-old lady. Unfortunately, most people remember her and judge her for her unpleasant behaviors. She keeps trying, though. Perhaps one day she will completely get her groove back. If you haven't been following her life from when she was a little redhead, you would hardly recognize Lindsay Lohan today. Abigail Breslin. Abigail Breslin is best known for her roles in Signs and Little Miss Sunshine, for which she became one of the youngest actresses ever to be nominated for an Academy Award when she was nominated for the Best Supporting Actress. For Disney, Abigail Breslin voiced Rosebud in Air Buddies and played Parade Girl Carolina in the 2004 Disney comedy film The Princess Diaries 2, Royal Engagement, and Trish in the 2006 Disney film The Santa Claus 3, The Escape Clause. She also posed as Fyra in Where Magic Begins in the Disney Dream Portrait series. She is not involved in any trouble, but Abigail Breslin does not look like the innocent girl she used to look like. She even stopped wearing her rather big spectacles. Zac Efron. From his debut in Disney's High School Musical to the action comedy Baywatch, Zac Efron's career and physical physique have undergone a big transformation over the years. The actor's ever-evolving sculpted body has not only become one of his major assets, but has also helped beef up his interests from Hollywood and other movie audiences. From Neighbors and Neighbors 2, Sorority Rising, to Mike and Dave Need Wedding Dates, and even The Paperboy. It's not an Efron movie unless he is shirtless somewhere. Even before the release of Baywatch, tabloids breathlessly reported in every paparazzi shot featuring Efron strutting through the movie's beach locations. And it's easy to see why. We deeply believe that Efron got his body sculpted in preparation for future roles, perhaps because he knew he would have to be running. In slow motion, of course, on a beach, with his equally sculpted co-star Dwayne Johnson. Bradley Stephen Perry. Bradley is best known for his starring role as Gabrielle B. Gabe Duncan in the Disney Channel's original sitcom Good Luck Charlie. He has also appeared as a soccer kid in Old Dogs, as himself on Disney 365, Dr. Scott Gabriel in I Didn't Do It, and Roger Elliston in Sharpay's Fabulous Adventure. He also portrayed Kaz in the Disney XD series Mighty Med and Lab Rats, Elite Force. As it seems, Bradley has been super busy since Good Luck Charlie ended. He lent his voice to the animated Descendants, Wicked World. He, however, seemed to have moved on to more adult projects now, having guest starred on Speechless and Schooled, and worked with fellow Disney stars Jason Earls and Leo Howard on a web series called WTH, Welcome to Howler. Bradley has not changed so much, but he's grown into a good-looking guy, taking away his innocent childhood look. Ana Marie Perez de Tagle. Anna Marie Perez is a multi-talented person who has had a great deal of success as both an actress and singer. She was able to land a recurring role in the Disney Channel series Hannah Montana, where she played Ashley, one of the main rivals to the lead played by Miley Cyrus. Fans of that show may not have liked her character very much, but we are sure that she loved what it did for her career. She also appeared in 2 Camp Rock movies, both of which were Disney Channel original movies. At 29 years old today, her look has absolutely matured. Although she was cute when she was young, time has definitely graced her with a demure glow. Lelaine Vergara Paras. As a real mainstay of the Disney Channel at one time, Lelaine Vergara Paras was all over the network in the early 2000s. As one of the stars of the series Lizzie McGuire, she played Miranda Sanchez, the best friend of the series lead. Evidently not busy enough working on that show at the time, she also starred in a movie called You Wish, which came out in 2003, partway during the original run of Lizzie McGuire. At 32 years old now, Vergara Perez no longer seems to act much these days, as her music is taking center stage. Seemingly a colorful person, she could still be a lot of fun, but her look has definitely changed, especially considering the fact she no longer has her infamous pigtails. Nick Jonas. Nick is one of the 3 siblings who became known as the Jonas Brothers, who were among one of the most talked about pop acts in the world. Nick and his brothers also signed on to star in the Disney Channel show Jonas, which stood out on the network because it was filmed like a classic sitcom. Jonas also appeared in an episode of Hannah Montana and had a supporting role in Camp Rock before he left Disney. After the band eventually broke up, Nick arguably became the most successful of the trio. Still a world-famous pop star, Nick Jonas is more popular than ever, and his looks have only improved. Out of the 3 brothers, he is the one who has evolved the most. Nick has lost his once goofy hair and traded in his stick-thin body for a ripped superhero look. Oh, we also have to give him credit for being such an amazing judge for his first season on The Voice. Amy Bruckner. Amy was one of the stars in a series that Disney Channel aired and had a sci-fi aspect to it, Phil of the Future. The film focused on a family from the future that traveled back in time and attempted to fit into society there. Featuring the titular Phil in the main role, it also relied heavily on the performance of Amy Bruckner as his younger sister, Pim. Bruckner was cast as a character who thinks highly of herself and was likely to get into loads of trouble, and she was a major part of what made the show fun to watch. 29 years old now, Bruckner has lost her once chubby cheeks and now sports short hair, which frames her face completely differently. Bella Thorne. Bella Thorne managed to find success after her first show, Shake It Up, ended in 2013. She was also the star of a show called Famous in Love, and she seems to pop up in an endless array of movies. In fact, in the year 2017 alone, she had 4 movies out. She was also featured in 5 movies that were released in 2018. Of course, everything really took off for her when she landed the lead role in the show Shake It Up, which premiered in 2010. Though the show was as innocent as the rest of the Disney Channel content, it seems like Thorne felt stifled by that because, as a 22-year-old, she sports piercings, outrageous makeup, and colorful hair. Only people who have been keeping up with Bella Thorne recognize her. If you showed a picture of little Bella Thorne to someone who only knows her as an adult, they would never recognize her. Dylan and Cole Sprouse. Cole Sprouse, largely known for his work alongside his twin brother Dylan, starred in the hit Disney Channel sitcoms The Suite Life of Zack and Cody and its respective follow-up The Suite Life on Deck. Years before that, however, the 2 portrayed Julian Frankenstein McGrath in the Adam Sandler comedy Big Daddy. Even more years before that, the brothers shared the role of Patrick Kelly on the ABC hit series Grace Under Fire, a role they began from the time they were 6 months old. Following the successful run of the Suite Life's 2 series as well as its TV movie, both Dylan and Cole decided to take a break from acting in order to pursue degrees at NYU. After having graduated with honors, Cole returned to television to portray Jughead in the CW's addictive drama Riverdale. But Dylan went completely low-key. Fans could hardly recognize Cole when he landed the role, and we only recognize Dylan because he's Cole's twin. Bobby J. Thompson. As an actor who was great at playing frustrating characters, Bobby J. Thompson was a very talented child star. Though he was probably best known for his potty-mouthed character in the movie Role Models, he was still a major part of the Disney Channel show That's So Raven. Cast as Stanley, his character was obsessed with Raven and had a real love-hate relationship with Eddie and Corey. As a youngster at the time, Thompson's oversized personality and tiny body allowed him to get away with a lot of things on the show. This is something that he certainly couldn't rely on any longer, as at the age of 24, he's become totally ripped and sports many tattoos that match his older, more rugged look. Moises Arias. Hannah Montana's main antagonist was Rico Suave, a young boy who was played by an actor named Moises Arias. Rico was the only main character who wasn't trustworthy enough to know Miley's secret. That's okay considering that he had a billionaire father to brag about instead. At 26 years old today, Arias doesn't look like he wants to flaunt his riches at all. Instead, he dresses like any college kid, and he looks a little bit edgier, which makes him also unrecognizable. Other Disney stars you'd never recognize today include Jonathan Lipnicki, Jaleel White, Josh Peck, Anthony Michael Hall, and Alexa Vega. Well, that's all the time we have for today. Did you enjoy this video? Which Disney child star has had the most dramatic transformation according to you? Let us know in the comments section below. We bring you new and exciting videos daily, so don't forget to subscribe. This has been Riveted.